Population canadienne, j'offre mes prières aux victimes, à leurs familles, à leurs amis, aux blessés et à tous ceux et celles dont la vie a été bouleversée à jamais hier. I want to express my profound gratitude to the first responders, the RCMP officers who entered immediately that school, not knowing what awaited them, to the paramedics and medical staff at the Tumbler Ridge Health Center, to the teachers and the school staff who acted with extraordinary courage to protect the children in their care. In the darkest of moments, they showed the best of our country. I have spoken with Premier Eby to express my condolences and those of the Government of Canada. The Minister of Public Safety has been coordinating the federal response and is en route to Tumbler Ridge with the Premier and Minister Robertson. The MP, Bob Zimmer, is already there. Our officials are in close contact with their provincial and local counterparts to ensure that the community receives every support that we can provide now and in the weeks and months ahead. Mr. Speaker, we have been here before. École Polytechnique in Montreal, the Islamic Cultural Centre of Quebec City, La Loche, Saskatchewan, Humboldt, Saskatchewan, Potepic, Nova Scotia. Each time, it breaks us open. Each time, Canadians show who we are. Mr. Speaker, in the days ahead, there'll be important questions to ask, difficult conversations to have. We owe that to the victims and their families. But now, it's time for grieving and remembrance. Now is for the people of Tumbler Ridge and the Peace River region, for a community that is enduring the unimaginable. Il y a quelques instants, Monsieur le Président, nous avons tenu un moment de silence pour les familles et la communauté en deuil. Pour plusieurs d'entre eux, aujourd'hui, le silence est l'or. Nous ne pourrons jamais nous réconcilier complètement avec la violence insensée qui a déchiré Tumbler Ridge hier. Mais nous pouvons trouver de réconfort les uns auprès des autres. Nous pouvons prendre soin les uns des autres. To those families who have lost loved ones, this House mourns with you. To those who are recovering from injuries, this House prays for you. To the students, the teachers, the parents, every resident of Tumbler Ridge, all of Canada stands with you. May the memories of those lost be a blessing. May this community, which has shown its resilience so many times before, once again find the strength to heal. And may this House prove worthy of what Tumbler Ridge has always been, by striving to make Canada a better, kinder, and safer place. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Prime Minister, for your eloquent words. I'm sure words that you never wanted to deliver on the floor of this chamber. As fathers, we both know the feeling of sending our kids to school, hoping that they'll play and perform, laugh and learn, but most of all, come home to us in our loving arms at night. Sure, there's the odd skinned knee or sore belly when they get back, but that's usually the worst of our concerns. Yesterday, as we were tucking our kids in, I got a terrible phone call from Bob Zimmer, the Member of Parliament, who represents Tumbler Ridge, telling me that a shooting had occurred, and though details were not yet well known, it was going to be bad. And those details have come in. Children who should have been thinking about homework and hockey were instead thrown into terror, grief, and unbearable uncertainty. 9 lives were stolen, 25 injured, 9 families devastated, an entire community in grief. That community is the best of Canada, a community of miners and loggers, hard-working people, hardy, strong, the kind of people who fight their own battles but never hesitate to help a neighbor in need. They are the backbone of this nation. Behind every number is a name, a child, a friend, a teacher, a neighbor, a family member, each with a story. For as the rabbi said, each life is its own universe. As a father, I can only imagine the phone call or visit that brought the news, the panic, the helplessness, the heartache that followed. No parent should ever have to fear that their child will not return home from school. No parent should ever bury their own child. En tant que père, je ne peux qu'imaginer cet appel ou cette visite qui a annoncé la nouvelle, la panique, l'impuissance, la peine qui ont suivi. Aucun parent devrait jamais avoir crainte pour la vie de son enfant à l'école. Aucun parent ne devrait jamais avoir à pleurer la perte de leur enfant. To the families who've lost loved ones, there are no words that can comfort or verses that can console. All we have is the words of all members of this House that we are with you, and that in the memories you carry of your loved ones, they will live on in this world, even after they have passed into the next one. To the young people who were in that school, I've had indirect accounts shared with me, and I can't even imagine what you witnessed or the horrors that to which you have borne witness. I cannot comfort you or heal those wounds other than to say that the whole nation wraps its arms around you. To the people of Tumbler Ridge, Canadians across the land are thinking of you. The world is thinking of you. We know that in your small, tight-knit community, grief spreads across families, workplaces, churches, and friend groups, and know that all of us stand with you. To the courageous police, paramedics, firefighters, and other first responders, to the staff who risk their lives to save their kids, thank you for your incredible courage. All of us owe you a permanent debt of gratitude. To the pastors, the priests, the clergy, the medical and the mental health professionals whose daunting task now is to bind up the wounds. May God be with you in your work. And on behalf of the official opposition, as I told the Prime Minister moments ago, we will be with you, with the provincial leaders, with local government, and we will do everything we can to support this community through this hardship. We all stand together. There is no partisanship on this day. And that includes the work that we give in support of our emergency first responders who will, of course, be traumatized, but will be carrying out continued efforts on behalf of the community. And to the RCMP, we will support you in your work as you gather up the facts and complete your investigation, and in good time, at the appropriate moment, make all the facts, indeed all the facts, known to Canadians. And we commit ourselves to being present for all those who have lost so much long after the limelight is gone, but while the grief remains. And so those who suffer today, we offer you our prayers, and for all those who do pray, I ask you to share a prayer with the wonderful people of this amazing town. As the great psalm said, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for you are with me, O Lord. Thank you.
L'honorable député de Belleuil-Chambly.
Monsieur le Président, toutes nos pensées sont aujourd'hui dirigées vers la communauté de Tumbler Ridge, en Colombie-Britannique, à qui 9 enfants ont été arrachés et dont 25 autres ont été blessés. Toutes nos pensées sont avec les victimes d'une violence sans nom et dépourvue de sens en pleine école secondaire. Vous me permettrez de faire une exception aujourd'hui afin de parler directement aux familles et aux Britanno-Colombiens qui n'ont pas tous la chance de parler français. In the name of the Bloc Québécois and in my own, I would like to offer my deepest condolences to the families of the 9 children whose life was taken. To the 25 families awaiting and hoping for good news about their wounded children, and to the entire community of Tumbler Ridge. Au nom du Bloc québécois, et je présume pouvoir l'affirmer au nom de toute la nation québécoise, j'offre mes condoléances aux familles de 9 victimes et toute notre solidarité à celles des 25 blessés, ainsi qu'à toute la communauté de Tumbler Ridge. Nous sommes de tout cœur avec les familles éprouvées, avec les parents qui vivent l'ultime cruauté, l'ultime injustice à laquelle rien ne peut nous préparer et qui, je le suppose, nous transforme à jamais, celle de se faire arracher nos enfants. Nous sommes de tout cœur aussi avec les parents qui retiennent leur souffle en attendant des nouvelles de leurs enfants à l'hôpital, avec ceux qui seront déchirés entre le soulagement de ramener un enfant vivant à la maison et la profonde empathie envers les familles qui rentreront sans un des leurs. Avec tous les enfants de l'école secondaire de Tumbler Ridge dont la vie vient de changer à jamais. Aux enfants qui se demanderont toujours pourquoi. Pourquoi nous autres? Pourquoi eux? Pourquoi pas moi? Pourquoi ici? Pourquoi? Et qui n'obtiendront jamais de réponse. Avec tous les citoyens qui redoutent le moment d'apprendre les noms des victimes, sachant que dans une communauté d'à peine 2400 âmes, ce seront inévitablement des proches, des petits-enfants, des voisins, des amis. C'est tout un village qui perd ses enfants. Je tiens à remercier les forces de l'ordre, le personnel soignant, le personnel de soutien et toutes les personnes qui sont déployées à Tumbler Ridge aujourd'hui auprès des enfants et de la population. Merci d'être là aujourd'hui et merci à ceux qui continueront d'être là longtemps parce qu'il le faudra, bien longtemps après que les drapeaux en berne auront été relevés et que la vie aura, de gré ou de force, repris son cours. Je tiens également, au nom du Bloc québécois, à tendre la main au gouvernement. Il peut compter sur notre totale collaboration s'il a besoin de quoi que ce soit pour venir en aide aux personnes endeuillées. Aujourd'hui, le Québec n'a jamais été aussi près de la Colombie-Britannique. Tous les Québécois qui ont un enfant à l'école aujourd'hui sont avec la Colombie-Britannique. Tous les Québécois se rappellent aujourd'hui de Polytechnique, des femmes qui nous ont été enlevées et de la douleur vive qui persistera toujours. Tous se demandent aujourd'hui dans quel monde on vit. À l'heure actuelle, aucun motif n'a toujours été invoqué. Mais y a-t-il vraiment un motif à invoquer pour prendre une arme et la tourner vers nos enfants? Rien n'expliquera, et encore moins ne justifiera une telle horreur. En terminant, vous me permettrez, Monsieur le Président, de faire un peu un aparté. Nos cœurs sont avec Tumbler Ridge, mais ils sont assez grands pour se tendre aussi vers une autre petite communauté, celle de Kitigan-Zibi, et vers la nation Anishinaabe, qui a elle aussi perdu 2 enfants aujourd'hui. 2 vies enlevées par les mains de leur propre père, qui a ensuite mis fin à ses jours. Il nous importe de dire à nos frères et nos sœurs de la nation Anishinaabe qu'ils ne souffrent pas seuls, que la nation québécoise est à leur côté, et j'en suis persuadé, ce Parlement canadien aussi. Monsieur le Président, c'est une journée noire. Il en faudra du courage, de la fraternité, de la solidarité, de la bienveillance et de la compassion pour traverser cette épreuve. Et il faudra longtemps. Et il en faudra en provenance de partout. Nous nous souviendrons. Merci, Monsieur le Président.
The honourable member for Vancouver Kingsway.
Mr. Speaker, we solemnly gather today in the shadow of a heartbreaking tragedy that has shaken our country. Our nation is in mourning. Notre pays est en deuil. Yesterday, in Tumbler Ridge, British Columbia, 9 innocent lives were senselessly taken, and 25 people were injured in a horrific mass shooting. This violence unfolded at a school, a place meant to nurture and protect our children, deepening the shock and sorrow felt by all Canadians. Loved ones have been stolen, families have been shattered, and a small community will be changed forever. In a place where everyone knows one another, where neighbors are more like extended family, a loss like this reverberates through every home, every workplace, and every gathering. To the families who are mourning, we grieve with you. We stand behind you, and we hold you in our hearts. We know that no words can possibly fill the void you are experiencing. But we hope that you can feel the embrace of a nation that stands with you in your grief today, tomorrow, and in all the difficult days ahead. Aux familles, nous partageons votre douleur, nous vous soutenons et vous sommes proches de nos cœurs. Nous savons qu'aucun mot ne pourra combler le vide que vous ressentez. Mais nous espérons que vous pourrez sentir le soutien d'une nation qui vous accompagne aujourd'hui, demain et pendant tous les jours difficiles à venir. We remember each of the victims not as numbers in a headline, but as human beings whose lives were rich and meaningful. The light that they brought into this world and the potential they carried can never be replaced and will never be forgotten. To the injured, we send our deepest thoughts of healing and strength. To the students, friends, and teachers who suffered this assault, we are there for you. We express our profound gratitude to the educators who first faced this assault, the first responders who courageously rushed to the scene as it unfolded, and to all the healthcare workers who are caring for the injured. Your humanity and professionalism in the face of trauma remind us of the quiet heroism you display in our communities every single day. We thank the many people of Tumbler Ridge and across the region who have rushed to offer support for one another in this heartbreaking moment. In times like these, the strength of a community is truly revealed. In the face of such senseless tragedy and pain, we feel anger, confusion, and despair. We ask ourselves, how can such violence happen in our communities, in this country? These questions matter, and they deserve honest, thoughtful consideration. And there will be a time to answer them, but that time is not today. Today is a day when we cherish the victims and care for their families. Today is a day when we collectively grieve, comfort, and hold each other just a little more tightly. And today is a day when a nation comes together in solidarity and love. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member for Saanich Gulf Islands.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Et je veux dire de fond de mon cœur, merci, Premier ministre, pour les mots sages et vraiment touchants. Et aussi merci à notre chef de l'opposition officielle aussi pour dire les choses très difficiles à dire de haute voix. It is hard for any one of us as parents to imagine what the community of Tumbler Ridge is going through. Merci aussi le chef du Bloc Québécois qui a dit les choses très importantes, que nous sommes maintenant ensemble, unis. Et aussi merci au chef du Bloc Québécois aussi pour remarquer sur la tragédie aujourd'hui dans la nation Anishinaabe, Miigwech. Et le chef du Nouveau Démocrate aussi comme moi, un député de Colombie-Britannique. There are no words, and politicians will try to find words. I'll try not to. I want to send my love to our dear friend, the Member of Parliament for Prince George, Peace River, Northern Rockies. This is the kind of thing none of us want to have happen in Canada, but to have happen in a place like Tumbler Ridge, so small. Everyone knows everyone, and I know that the Member of Parliament knows everyone, and it is a time that our hearts are broken. Maintenant, nous ne sommes pas seulement une nation, mais nous sommes une nation fière. Mais nous sommes aussi une famille. We love each other, et maintenant nos cœurs sont brisés. I think of Matthew 5:4, that blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. But that comfort may feel far, far away right now if you're in Tumbler Ridge. Know wherever you are that we're praying for the injured, the 12-year-old little girl fighting for her life in hospital. We will be with you this day, yes, and whether believers or not, we are all one in the human family, and we hold you all close. And if there's ever any opportunity that we can, as individual members of Parliament, do anything to alleviate the pain and the suffering and the grief of the people of Tumbler Ridge, we're with you today et toujours. Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Chers collègues, je vous remercie du fond du cœur de vos belles expressions de soutien et amour pour la communauté de Tumbler Ridge. Aujourd'hui, dans cette Chambre, nous sommes unis dans notre choc. dans notre tristesse et dans nos pensées pour la communauté de Tumbler Ridge et les familles et amis touchés par cette violence tragique. In this House, where we speak on behalf of all Canadians, we struggle to find the right words, because there are none. Nothing we say here today can change the events of yesterday. We can only hope that our words will, in some small way, lessen the burden of sorrow of those who have lost their loved ones. Leur vie, ainsi que celle de la communauté de Tumbler Ridge, ont été bouleversées à jamais. En tant que députés, nous comprenons ce que signifie le mot « communauté ». Nous voyons de nos propres yeux à quel point les communautés peuvent être puissantes face à la tragédie. Et aujourd'hui, comme vos paroles ici le démontrent, le Canada est uni en une seule et même communauté puissante pour soutenir Tumbler Ridge. We recognize the bravery of the first responders who answered the call within minutes and acted with courage and compassion. We recognize the resilience of communities to come together in support and empathy. We recognize the quiet heroes who respond to their neighbors and friends with kindness, caring, and strength this day and in the long days to come. For the people of Tumbler Ridge, we in this House are united and stand with you. Together in this House, we hold you in our hearts, and we will walk with you on your long journey of grief. Enfin, j'aimerais attirer l'attention des députés sur le livre de condoléances qui se trouve dans l'antichambre, juste à l'extérieur des portes. Je vous invite à prendre un moment pour envoyer un message aux familles touchées par cette tragédie à Tumbler Ridge. Le livre y restera jusqu'à mardi prochain, le 17 février, le dernier jour où le drapeau sera en berne. Puis il sera remis à la communauté par le député de Prince George, Peace River, Northern Rockies. Lastly, as we leave the chamber today, let us commit to compassion for all those affected by the tragedy, to fellowship with all those whose hearts ache, and to support the families, friends, and community that suffer in this dark moment. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. It being 2:36, pursuant to order made earlier today, this House stands adjourned until tomorrow at 10 a.m., pursuant to Standing Order 24-1.